to a brand new episode here on Carmlan's Farm. So what are we doing today? Today, as you'll know from the last episode, we got these two fields here drilled, and today we need to put some fertiliser on there just to make sure that they obviously get the start they require, and also as well so that hopefully we get the yield that we deserve as well. So that's the plan for these two fields, and then what we're going to do is we are going to then get the plough on and go and do those grass fields that that I mowed. I think I did it off camera if I remember correctly, and got the bales all done and then sold. So excuse me, I'm going to as I say, get them ploughed over. So it's going to be a one tractor day job, I'm afraid. We don't really need any of the other tractors out in the fields today. But as I say, we're still busy, so we've still got lots to do. So we need to get those fields turned over and round onto arable land so that we can get more crops in, and then we can really start to make a difference in becoming more self-sustainable. I also need to at some point buy a slurry trailer. Not that I'm going to do slurry, i.e. on the fields. But what I do need it for is I need it for my fertiliser tanks, because if I put it into those tanks where I've been putting the manure, and we also need to get them cleaned out as well. The cows and the pigs could do with another muck out, so that will be something else that we look to do either in this episode or maybe even the next episode. But as I say, we need to get the slurry out as well, the cows and the pigs, because they're going to go into the liquid tanks, and they will then produce liquid fertiliser. Because at the moment, to fill the sprayer, I'm having to drive all the way back to the store to fill up, to then come all the way back to the farm, to obviously then empty it out onto the fields, and then drive all the way back to the store again when I need to refill. I know I could buy the IBCs, but the thing is, because I know I'm going to be producing my own, what I don't want to do is I don't want to over order massively, because obviously that's money that it's cost us that it doesn't need to cost us. So I'm sort of kind of, I don't know, I don't think I'm really saving anything, to be fair, having to drive all the way over to the store, but in my mind it makes sense, and in my mind it sort of fits with what I'm sort of telling myself, so that's what I'm doing. But I don't think it's the most efficient way to do it, to be fair, but as I say, it won't be long before those liquid fertiliser tanks now are up and running, because we've got enough manure now, or we've got enough liquid manure from the pigs and the cows to feed the fertiliser tank. So that will soon start producing fertiliser, and once that starts producing fertiliser, then we're on a winner, because we won't have to buy any. And that's the point of everything that I'm trying to do at the moment. I'm trying to get it so that we don't have to buy seed, we don't have to buy sprays and stuff like that, and fertilizers, and all that sort of good stuff. So I'm trying to get it so that we're completely self-sufficient. And it might be that we need an absolute ton more land to do it, but whatever it takes, we'll do it. And then we'll be getting close then to achieving our £10 million target, which will then see the end of this save, I think, especially now that the farm manager has started, and one or two other projects that I've got kind of lined up, and I'm going to start to make way in my schedule. Otherwise I'm just not going to have literally enough hours in the week to record all of the episodes. So there's still a few more of these to run, And to be fair, people seem to still be enjoying them, and they're still getting sort of decent views for me. So you know, that's good. And as I say, there's still a little way to go yet. We're sort of nowhere near hitting the £10 million mark yet. Um, you know, yes, I could if I wanted to complete be a complete pain in the bum. I could go and buy loads and loads of the fields just the other side of the river, literally mow them all, silage them all, and we'll make our £10 million. But I'm not going to do that because, or if I did do that, which I'm not going to do that, but if I did do that, it wouldn't be to complete the game. It would be to be able to raise 10 million to be able to buy all the infrastructure that I need to actually do it, so that we do it on a self-sustained basis. But I'm still not going to do that. As I say, there may well be a ton more land that needs to come in. As I say, we're going to need to grow a vast amount of barley. That's going to become our seed. So that we don't need to buy seed bags, and we don't need to buy seed at all. That we will be producing, our own seed, which will be fantastic. So that's the sort of direction that we're running in. We've still got our grapevines and our olive groves to put in as well. So that still needs doing. So yeah, there's a very long way to go yet, and we also need to, I think, maybe think about changing the pig pen, because that is still playing up, and I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why. Because what I've done is I've loaded that. Well, I've bought that pig pen on my own save that I'm playing, and I'm having no issues with it. I'm having no issues with it whatsoever. So I don't understand why at the moment it keeps reading 0 health when they have full food. And basically on the save that I'm sort of kind of playing for myself, I replicated the same food and everything that I put in on this save. So the same amount of each food that I put in, and as I say, I'm having no trouble. So I've replicated it, you know, right as close as I can get it, and I'm having no issues. But on this save, as I say, I'm having you know issues where, as I say, the health is always reading 0, even though they have everything they need. Now, the only thing I can think of is that it might be the amount of manure that's in the pit. So what we're going to do is when we finish the spraying in this field and in the field behind us, the one right in front of us now, when we finish the spraying in there, we are going to quickly, I'm going to empty all of the manure in there, and then what I'm going to do is, once I've done that, I'm going to then fill it with fresh straw, um, and see whether that makes the difference. Because, as I say, it's perplexing to me as to why on earth that keeps reading 0 health, because it really shouldn't. But anyway, as I say, that's what I'll do. And because not only that as well, it will give us a chance to restock the fertilizer tanks as well, so they can be producing fertilizer, while we're off sort of doing other stuff. And then when we come to need to drill again, which originally was going to be this episode, we were literally just going to carry on. But I want to get those fields turned over, and I want to get so that we're growing crops already, because as I say, we really do need to move on. It's amazing how, since 2022, when I bought the game, I've been playing with seasons. This is the first time I haven't played with seasons, and it's really throwing me out because it kind of gets to October, and I'm kind of in my head, I'm going, right, the wheat needs doing, this needs doing, that needs doing, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like, hang on a minute, now that's I can do whatever the hell I like, so it's kind of throwing me out a little bit. But As I say, this will be the only save where I don't use seasons, just because I do believe that seasons does add so much more to the game, and for me, it's a much more accurate representation than what the old seasons mod used to be. I mean, the seasons mod for what it was really good, but it lacked a lot of. It tried to be too clever, and in the end, it became not very clever at all. I mean, the first thing that I didn't like about it was that whenever you started a game, it always started you in spring. Well, the farming year starts in autumn. With the crops for the following year. So that for me used to throw me out. That was kind of that was the first thing, and then the crop rotations that it used to have built into it were complete gobbledygook because on the farm where I worked, wheat would go nicely after rape, it would go nicely after potatoes, after sugar beet, after peas. Any crops like that, wheat would love because, for certainly the potatoes, the peas, and the sugar beet, high nitrogen. And what does wheat need to grow? It needs a lot of nitrogen. So, wheat would thrive on after those crops. But the seasons mod says that wheat does terrible after potatoes, and you're not going to get any. And it used to really wind me up because I mean, at the end of the day, it was a mod, and people, use their own time to build that mod, and we need to be grateful that they did build that mod because it did add. Once you kind of got past that first year, and I kind of just did the yield thing to how they wanted it done, and sort of kind of forget everything else. Then it was a brilliant mod. It was a mod well worth having, but there were just aspects to it where I kind of felt, I know you're doing it in your own time. I know, you're doing it for the benefit of the community and everything like that. But do a little bit of research. If you're going to do something, research how, something works. Don't just kind of think, oh, we'll do that. No one will know. Because I'm not the only one that, that is in agriculture. I'm not now, because I obviously had to give up the job and everything. But I'm not the only one that's heavily involved in agriculture that plays the game. But that's just my opinion, and I realise it's an opinion that probably isn't shared by hardly anyone else, and that's fair enough. That's what opinions are. They entitle me and you to say what we feel without upsetting either me or you. So that's all it is. It's just my opinion. But as I say, the Giants one I do like a lot more. A lot more. As I say, it starts whenever you want it to start, and that's cool. But as I say, it does. By default, it starts in the autumn, which is when it should start. So anyway, as I say, that's my two pennies worth, and it's all a matter of conjecture and opinion, really, isn't it? So, but we've nearly got this done now, and then, as I say, we'll do the muck and the pigs. We're slowly but surely getting through the sugar beet as well. I can't make my mind up whether it's going to go as pig food or whether it's going to go as sugar. I'm thinking it's going to go as sugar. That's my thought, because eventually I want to get potatoes, and potatoes will. Excuse my chair if you could hear it. I've been sat in my chair pretty much since about 4 o'clock this morning, and I have to admit I'm getting ready for a bottom rest, which means getting up and just go and do something else for half an hour or so, just to try and make the chair a little bit more comfortable again. But we'll leave this here for now because we're going to need it again anyway. all the other work in the field is done as far as I can remember, so all we've got to do is literally go in and drill it. But what we'll do is we'll go and get another tractor, we'll go and get the other Kubota, we'll get it on the trailer, take the trailer over there, and then, as I say, we'll load the manure from the there it is. I was going to say, where's the other Kubota? I thought it was down here, but it is here. Yeah, we'll go and load the manure from the cows and the pigs, and get the manure tipped into those silos the other side of that bale shed, and that's what I'm looking for. Don't drive past it and away. And then we'll do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch all this over to time. Oh, what's happened there? What has happened there? See, this is what happens when I don't go in the cab and do it. The reason I go into the cab is just it's so much easier. So much easier. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're there now. So what we'll do is we'll pull the trailer in here, like we did last time, and get it nice and straight, well, as straight as we can get it. And that'll do. Turn the cab off, turn the tractor off even, so we don't waste diesel. They're looking good. I did do the animals before I started the last episode. Right, health is still 0, so let's just see whether, because there's a straw in here. Yeah, there is straw in here, so let's just see whether doing the manure and laying fresh straw will raise the health. It might be that. It's the only thing on my other save that I didn't try. Because I until literally when I started talking about it, I didn't really consider that an option sort of thing as to what could be going wrong. What's the matter with that? Why aren't you coming off my coins? Oh dear. It doesn't like it, does it? Oh, unless it's because I've got them too low. Yes, because I've got it too low. Oh dear, James. I did. Oh dear. I didn't realise my boon was out. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So we'll have to minus some money for repairs to the combine, because I didn't realise my boon was out. We'll do that now. Remove, and we'll say that was £50,000 worth of damage, even though it wasn't. It would have been a few £1,000s worth of damage, but I shouldn't be such a klutz and clumsy. So that's what we'll do. We will find ourselves nice and heavy for it. Right, let's go and do this manure. So as I say, I'm going to turn over to some time lapse now, and then when we get done, as I say, I'll keep it in time lapse and I'll go off and do the ploughing. You'll see what I do because you'll be there. But bye for now. Hello everybody, I'm back. So as you've seen, we've nearly got this one done. We've also got the pigs done, and the manure done, which is good because, as I say, that might be the reason why they are going down to 0 health. What we'll do is when we get this done, we'll drive back over there, and then we will have a quick looky as to see what their health is, and it should have hopefully come up a little bit now. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. It's going to have worked. But the other good thing is as well, taking all the manure out there, at least we've now got the fertilizer tanks now looking to do something. So converting a bit of manure into some fertilizer, and so once we get this one done, so this will be the first of obviously the grass fields done and turned over. We made quite a nice decent sized field here, so really pleased about that. That means that we'll be able to grow a decent amount of a crop in here, whichever crop we decide to grow. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Had a quick look at the Roper Euro mouse. Actually, this is a very big field, isn't it? I didn't realise how big this was. It is a very big field. Very good. Yeah, I didn't. I had a look at the Roper Euro mouse to try and sort of see whether we could get it to lift our sugar beet, obviously to make sugar, but unfortunately it comes in, which I forgot until I which is weird now because I instinctively look. So even on other games, when I'm playing Glengarry or when I'm playing Britons, or it doesn't matter what I'm playing now, I instinctively look to see what horsepower it is before I make a decision, which on here is good because obviously it means I'm sticking within the 200 horsepower limit. But on other games you're kind of thinking it doesn't matter, actually you can buy what you like. It's not become law. But yeah, so I do still, as I say, I do still look at what the horsepowers are. But yeah, so we're gonna. I'm thinking about getting or finding a way of loading that beet. I'm gonna probably make it into sugar, and as I say, once I make, obviously, then we can make some sort of decent money out of it. But we will wait and see on that one. Let's just go and have a look at these pigs. Hopefully that's worked. If it hasn't, then we're gonna probably have to think about getting rid of the. Yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of the pen because I just don't see no reason why they're on 0 health. They've got loads of food. Obviously loads of straw. Slurry's going. I mean, we could do with getting rid of the slurry, but I don't know. I don't know why, as I say, because on no other game is that doing that. Be interesting actually to make a note of the food and see whether it is going down 42,844. Actually, there is a way we could test that. Let's just speed up time a little bit. In fact, we'll speed up time to the next day. The other thing we'll do is what I always do is we'll just check to see what's available. Nothing. And then we'll just see whether that has worked, because that should have worked by now if it, but I want to see as well whether the food's obviously gone down. Let's have a look. Yeah, the food's gone down. So they are eating. Interestingly enough, are they getting fat? Right, that one is 23 months old, and that is £461. That one is 10 months old, and that is £223. So how does that? Oh, 400, 200. Yeah, I see. So yeah, it seems to be that although their health is saying 0, I mean, is that another kind of thing that maybe I should be looking at? Is there too many in there? I don't think there is. Let's have a look. No, doesn't seem to be too many in there. I don't know. It's a mystery. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now because, as I say, I've got 1 or 2 memory issues again on the computer, so I'm still trying to clear through some of the videos that I made last week to get uploaded in time for the rest of this week. So I'm still working my way through them. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut this a little bit shorter than I wanted. I wanted to get at least 2 or 3 fields done, but doesn't look like it's going to be. But in the next episode, I'll either do it off camera or I'll do it in the next episode, but we'll just carry on with the ploughing. I'll probably do it off camera just to make sure we don't have 2 videos the same. And then, do you know what, that is a much bigger field than what I gave that credit for. And then, as I say, we've got those fields out there to do. So, excuse me, as I say, we'll come back next time. And we'll hopefully get cracking into the drilling. That will be my plan, but I think, as I say, I'm going to leave it for here. So thanks ever so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please consider giving it a thumbs up, a like, which is the same thing, a share and a subscribe. It really does help the channel. Completely fluffed my lines then. No one noticed. It's cool. And okay. And all that's left for me to say is I've really enjoyed having your company on this episode, and I really look forward to seeing you again on the next one. Bye for now. God damn it.